All right. Okay. So we're gonna get right into the workout. So people on YouTube, the warm-up is done, so do that on your own. And we're going into the first circuit, which is a frontal plane lunge to squat jump. So you're gonna step out to the side into that frontal plane lunge. You can have weight here if you want. And then you step it into a little squat and you jump. And I'm gonna go to this, we're gonna do the same side the entire time. And then we'll go into the next exercise. All right, we're gonna do 45 seconds. We have a 15-minute pause in between, and then we'll go to the other side. I might have said we'd go to the next exercise, but that's what I meant. Oh hey, I forgot to mute you guys. But hello everyone. Now I'm gonna mute ya. Yeah, do a little warm up if you can. All right. Here we go. We have frontal plane lunge, and then you squat and jump. If you don't want to do that jump, you're just gonna go up onto the toes. So frontal plane lunge, squat, and jump. If you really wanted to hold a weight here, you could. I'm doing it without. 20 seconds left on this side. And we want to take the rest time in between so that we have the energy to get right back into the other side at the same strength as we're doing it, or power that we're doing it here. All right, and rest. We went a little long. I went into the break, sorry. So now let's take that rest. We're going to do the other side in 2, 1. Here we go. Frontal plane lunge, squat, and jump. Again, you can take it to just a squat, regular squat there, or you could do onto the toes if you don't like the jump. 20 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next exercise, 2 squat jacks. So I'm down, I'm gonna go out and in, or step it out. And then I'm gonna come down into a squat, walk it out, 1 push-up. You're gonna walk it back into that squat, and then squat jack for 2, okay? Here we go, coming down first here, squat jack, 1, 2, walk it out, push up, walk it back into that squat, push it back, and then 1, 2, down, walk it out, and push up, walk it back, 2 squat jacks. I'm gonna do the modification here. We'll be on my knees. I'm gonna walk it back, and then I'm just gonna step it out. All right, and that's it, that's your rest. Now we have 3 mountain climbers with a lunge push. So I'm gonna be here, I got 1, 2, hold, put that foot down, come up, push it up, down, and do it on the other side. All right, so everybody start here in their plank position. Here we go. You go mountain climber, 1, 2, 3, lunge, push it up, and then come down, hands on the floor, into that plank, other side, 1, 2, 3, lunge, push it up, hands back down, 1, 2, 3, put that foot on the floor. I come up to that straight line first, I push, bend, hands on the floor, kick it back, 1, 2, 3, and this is the last one. And then we'll come up. So those are our 3 exercises, and we're gonna go through them 2 more times, although I have to start this over. So give yourself a little drink here. We'll take a little break in between each one. Give me a thumbs up if you're good with all those. Modifications are okay. I'll try to do a little more with the modifications next time. All right. 45 seconds, here we go. We got frontal plane lunge to squat jump. Just one side. You got it. Hips go back. Use those glutes. Terry, you missed it, but I fell down the stairs on my way to class today. I'm okay. As I said, it wasn't like a roll fall. It was a slip fall. But hey, I don't even feel it anymore. It hurt my butt a little bit, but now it's good. All right, and rest. But yeah, I just had to get that blood flowing, I think. But I was a little late showing up for class. All right, here we go. In 2, 1, other side. Frontal plane lunge. Of course, you were too, so I hope you didn't fall down the stairs. And up. See how many you can get in here. I sometimes like to count my reps, even when I'm on time. Kind of helps me get through it. Sit it back. Oh, I didn't do the mantra for the day. Work out because you love your body, not because you hate it. I really like that one. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take that rest. And then we have the 2 squat jacks or step outs, and then squat, walk it out, push up. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. I'm starting with the squat jacks. So I'm gonna actually just do the step out here, and then come down, walk it out. I'm gonna go on my knees, and then push up, and then walking it back. I bend the knees, push my hips back, and then squat jump for 2. I'm down low, I'm gonna just tip it forward, walk forward, push up, bend those knees so I'm coming into a squat as I come back, and then 2 squat jumps, or squat jacks. So the important thing is to bend those knees so that it gets you back into that squat. All right, and that's it. Last one is the mountain climbers to the lunge push. I'm going to slow it down a little bit for people that need a modification. Maybe you can't be in that plank position. All right, let's go down. I'm going to do it regular the first couple times. So it's 3 mountain climbers. You put that foot down, get into that lunge, push, lunge, come down, and then 1, 2, 3. I just start with that other foot, and then push down, and then modification. I could be on my knees, and I can just push back for 3, and then come to kneeling position. You could just do that, or you can come up, down, and then kick it back. Kneel. I could even just come up an inch off the floor. Sometimes this is too hard on people's knees. You could come into this position. All right, let's stand up because that was our break. Kind of went into the break a little bit. And then we're gonna do that one more time. We have one more time through this, and then we're gonna take it down to really strict, just strengthening, so the cardio kind of comes out of it. So this is your cardio portion. Here we go, and let's go to those frontal plane lunge to squat jumps, and 3, 2, 1. So frontal plane lunge, into the squat and jump. Just slowing it down a little bit, nice and controlled. Get it into those glutes right here. You're pushing back, inner thighs together, split that floor, jump up. Driving through the center of the body, breathing. And we got 10 seconds left here on this side. Last time. And 2, 1. All right, we take that rest. So get some of that energy, that ATP back. We're gonna head into the other side. And here we go in 2, 1. So lunge, squat jump. Looking good, everyone. Melt back into that floor as you land. Squeeze the glutes as you jump and get that belly nice and tight. So the feet almost kind of just dangle there. Almost there. And that's it. All right. Resting up. We're going to do the squat jacks, walk out, push up. Catch that breath. And 3, 2, 1. 2 jacks. Walking it forward. Push up, nice good push up. Take it back, bend those knees. And walking it out. This is your last time here. And got about 10 seconds left. And that's it. All right. Take your rest. Last time we have the mountain climbers for 3. Lunge, push up. Catch that breath. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Lunge, push, lunge, plank. And 3, 2, 1. If you don't want to go fast on those mountain climbers, just you can bring it up, do a knee to elbow. Bring that foot down. You can use blocks if you need to, tables. Hold that belly tight. Almost there, 10 seconds. And that's it. All right, coming up. So grab a drink and towel off. And then we are gonna do some seated things, but they don't have to be seated. You can be standing up if you don't have a chair. I'm gonna use this bench behind me. And then the first exercise that we're doing, just so you have an idea of what kind of weights you want. It's a seated overhead press, tempo press. So we're gonna sit down, make sure that the sits bones are on the chair or the bench, whatever you're sitting on. And a good rule of thumb with that is if you pretend that you have a tail, you can take the tail, and so you want that tail to be sitting on the chair or behind the chair and not tucked under. Because if we're tucked under, we're not in a good posture for this. So sitting on those sits bones, really elongating the spine here. And then we'll take our dumbbells and we're gonna push up, and then we're gonna push up, and then we're gonna slowly lower down. And we're timed for this, so let's have you start in 3, 2, 1. All right, push up, and then slowly lower, and push up, and then you slowly, so a good rule of thumb on this too is I like to count 3, 2, 1, bring it up, make sure that you are keeping the belly poked in, and the front of the ribs are not flaring forward. They've got a nice drive towards the back. Keep it going here. And up. I picked an 8-pound weight because I want to try to not change my weights out. All right, and 2, and that's it. So I'm going to use the 8s for this one as well. We're going to do a seated lateral raise. So from here, I'm just going to hinge forward a little bit, and then the dumbbells will be underneath my legs, kind of, or at the sides of my legs, and I'm going to raise up. All right, here we go. So again, it's kind of that push out. Think about pushing the weights out. And if you get exhausted here, or if you feel like it's not good on your shoulder, drop the weights down, or you can, not go the full 45 seconds. So, I don't know if I'm out of the screen, if I'm here, but I am on the edge of the seat, and then I'm hinging over, and then coming out to the side. So I'm still keeping that back nice and long. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. All right, standing up. Again, I'm going to use those same weights. Let's bring those shoulders, the shoulder blades back around the rib cage, open up the chest, and then you're going to start with your palms facing forward. And we're going to do a bicep curl. So come and do this with me here. We're going to come up, and now we're going to rotate the wrist forward and lower down. And then twist forward, come up, and then rotate forward and lower. So palms are forward, coming up, and then away, coming down. Nice and controlled. So just flipping the wrists. Breathe. Almost there. And lower. So on Monday we did a little bit more lower body, so I told you we were going to do, okay, this is the last one, and rest. Put one weight down. So we have this whole circuit is just all upper body. You're going to take your dumbbell, bring it up to your shoulder, and then press it up. And then I'm going to take the other arm out to the side, and I'm going to just hold my elbow in space, still in space. I'm going to bend that dumbbell back behind me, or the elbow to get the dumbbell behind me. And I'm coming up, you contracting the tricep muscle. So instead of thinking about lifting this dumbbell up, and I'm going to try to take the top of the dumbbell and raise it up towards the ceiling as opposed to like coming off to the side here. But you want that contraction in the tricep to be what's bringing that dumbbell up. So if you think about connecting to that, the back of the upper arm here. All right, and rest. We're going to get to the other side. We don't really technically need a rest here, but my timer's set up that way, so we're going to take the rest. All right, other side, same thing. I take this hand over here so that I can kind of feel that that elbow's not moving, and I'm keeping everything in space, still in space. And then I want to try to make sure that I'm not getting too much of a, tilt there, pulling this rib down into that hip. Keeping the connection here really nice and tight. I realized I didn't do enough with my timer on this one, so I'm kind of going on what feels like 45 seconds now. All right, let's do just 2 more. 2 and 1. All right, I gotta change this up. So grab a drink while I reset this. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to go back to sitting down. All right. Okay, it's ready. Let's go. Sorry about that. So we do the tempo press coming up and then lower. Push it up and lower. Make sure you're not getting too much into those upper traps. And breathe. Again, drawing the belly, poking that, giving the belly button just a little poke. Nice and slow on the lower. Let's get one more in. All right, take a break. We've got the lateral raises next. So getting into position, I'm going to hinge forward. I'm not going to let those shoulders roll forward. I'm going to keep them back. And here we go, lateral side raise. Getting those delts. I'm going to kind of do a few on that side. I feel like I'm not getting into one side, so you could also take them to alternating. This is a little heavier than I like to go in shoulders. So I'm going to alternate the weight, and that's it. All right, standing up. This time we're going to start with our palms facing down, so facing your leg. And we're going to come up that way and then turn and lower with our palm up. All right, here we go. So open up those shoulders. We're going to come up and then twist so the palms are facing you and lower. And then you twist it back at the bottom. So up, twist, and lower. Keep those elbows into the sides so that you're only using those biceps. So again, from the side, keeping the shoulders pinned back. So if I let them roll forward, not any good. I'm going to keep them back, and then keeping those elbows pinned to the side. Almost there. And that's it. And then put one weight down. And we're going to go into the single arm tricep extension. So coming up, let's get to it. So that weight, the top of the dumbbell, is coming straight up to the ceiling. And again, really focus here on the contraction. That's what's bringing the weight up. And breathe. Really focus the mind and muscle. If you wanted, you could do, like, if your weight is too heavy, you could do both arms, take a little break, and then come back to it, since we have that break in between. It's getting heavy. All right, and take a rest. And also you could do tricep kickbacks too, so you could be doing these if that bothers your shoulders to go into that position. Let's get ready for the other side. So taking it up and into the extension. Contract that tricep. I'm coming, if this is what it looks like from the back, I'm taking that dumbbell down towards the center of my back. Driving it up. 15 seconds to go. And 5 seconds. All right, we're gonna go right into the press again. So I set the timer so you didn't have to take a break. And so let's get right to the seated press. And here we go. Coming up and lower. Should start to feel these exercises are gonna get harder if you're not dropping the weight or the reps. Remember how you're sitting, use good posture when you're sitting there. So try not to curl that. We don't want to sit on the sacrum. Sometimes people think they're sitting up really nice and tall, but then so they keep their spine straight, but then they roll onto the sacrum at the bottom, so it flattens the low back. So just make sure that you're not rolled on that sacrum, which is like if you think tailbone. All right, that's it. We have the lateral raises next. We're gonna go in 5 seconds. I'm gonna start with both, and then I'm gonna start to alternate. All right, here we go. So now same thing. I'm hinging forward, but I'm in that same back position as I was when I was sitting up. I just have that little hinge forward. So think about pushing out to the sides. "15 seconds to go. Almost there. All right, and up. We're gonna come back to the biceps. We're gonna start with the palms forward once again. Open up that chest. And here we go in 2, 1. Coming up, twist and lower. And up, twist, lower. Up and lower. Keep it going. Breathe. Try not to overgrip the dumbbell again, because you don't want those forearms to get tense or fatigued, whatever. We want to get that bicep working there. The forearms will work, but if you overgrip, they'll overwork. All right. And last one. All right, setting down one weight. And getting ready for the tricep extension. Single arm, here we go. We're gonna do one more set of this upper body. So it will be a total of 4 sets. The triceps though, so this one we're gonna we'll do both arms. The next time through, anyway. All right, 15 seconds, so I'm feeling this one. Make sure that the shoulder doesn't come up too high, like you're not getting that shoulder up into your ear. You might start feeling it in a different place, so you'll know. But as long as you're feeling it in the back of the arm, and let's rest. But sometimes that shoulder can start to, mine kind of was doing that. So just readjust, drop the weight if you need to. We don't ever want to sacrifice the form for a heavier weight. So coming up and other side. So again, what I'm talking about is if this shoulder starts coming in kind of like that, you want to make sure that you're pulling it a little bit away from the ear, so that it's not coming up into the wrong muscle. Doing great, everyone. We're almost there. We're going to go back to the seated press after this. So keep it there. Keep 5 more seconds. I guess just have to restart the timer. And 2, 1. Great. And then back to the bench. And let's go for the seated press. Here we go. Up and slowly lower. All right, almost there. You got it. Keep that belly tight. 1 more. All right, and rest. We've got the bent over, lateral raise. So just slight little hinge there. And here we go. Push it out. Make sure, kind of think about drawing those shoulder blades into the back pocket a bit so that you're not coming up into those upper traps. "20 seconds. You got it, you got it. This is our last time here. And that's it. All right. Standing up. Zatman curl, we're gonna have our palms face our legs this time. So last time here, and 2, 1, coming up, flip, and lower. So control in both directions. So we're gonna control up, flip, and then control that lower. And hold the body, hold that core really nice and solid so that you can move freely at the limbs. Doing great. So remember this last time with the tricep overhead extension, we're doing both arms at the same time. So that was your this is your rest. So just you would use both weights here if you wanted. I'm going to use one, kind of make that diamond shape around the top of the dumbbell. And then so you can hold it like that, or you could also hold it in a horizontal position. And here we go. Down. If you're doing that diamond hold, think about the dumbbell, the top of the dumbbell coming straight up to the ceiling. So sometimes people want to like come here. Think about having it go straight up to the ceiling and then keeping the spine nice and neutral. A little soft bend to the knees so that you're not hyperextending. And exhale. You can exhale as you bring that dumbbell up. I like to exhale on the work. And that was it. And rest. All right, let's see what we got for time here. Oh, it's gonna cut us off. Okay, let's hold a plank. So it's gonna cut us off, and I have got to get going. It's my daughter's birthday, and I gotta set some stuff up before she wakes up. So I'm gonna let you stretch on your own today. So if we get cut off, I'm not coming back. So do a little stretch. We'll hold here, we'll hold this plank. Let's come, if you're up on your hands, let's come down onto your forearms, or if you're on your forearms, come up onto your hands, and we'll hold a different position for a little bit. Breathe, push those forearms into the floor. Oh, they got cut off. Okay, so we're gonna end the workout there. If you wanna hold that plank longer, you can. Do some side planks. Let's stretch it out. Take those hips back. So continue to stretch out. And I'll see you Friday. Good workout.